Namaste and welcome back to the podcast series Vibrations of Vitality. I am Dr. Deb, Vedic Science, Vitality and Leadership Coach, and the founder of the community Vitality Wisdom Hub. Today, in this episode, I will be guiding you through the alchemy of sound. Over the past few episodes, we have journeyed through the science, spirit, and practice of Vedic chanting, its neuroenergy effects, its emotional medicine, and its spiritual fire. Today, we close the loop with something deeply practical. How do you live your mantra? How do you turn occasional chanting into a living state of awareness? Most people see chanting as a spiritual activity, something you quote unquote do. But for the rishis, mantra was not an event, it was a frequency you inhabit. The word mantra comes from two roots, manas or the mind and trayate to free. A mantra is that which frees the mind from itself. When you begin to live your mantra, you no longer chant to reach peace. You chant by being established in peace. Every breath becomes a continuation of practice. Every moment a resonance of vibration. Now, why consistency transforms? The neuroscience of habit. Neuroscience tells us that repetition carves neural pathways. The Vedas say the same through the concept of abhyasa or steady practice. Each time you chant, you create a micro pattern of coherence between breath, heart, and brain. Do it once, you feel calm. Do it daily, you change your baseline state of being. So, the magic is not in chanting for hours, it's in showing up for minutes every day with full presence. Ritual builds rhythm, rhythm builds resonance, resonance builds real change. Now, let's talk about designing your daily sonic routine. Let's create a simple, sustainable blueprint. The morning is about ignition of prana. Sit facing the sunrise, three slow breaths, followed by 5 rounds of Om Jata Vedase from the Durga Suktam. Visualize light rising through your spine like Agni or fire. Midday, recenter your focus. Before meals or meetings, hum for 30 seconds. This rebalances nervous energy and restores clarity. Evening, release and reflect. 1 round of Durgam Devigum Sharanam Aham Prapadye. Journal a single insight or gratitude that arose that day. That's your Mantra-Traya routine. 3 touch points to keep the inner flame lit. Let's talk about integrating mantra into movement and speech. Chanting does not end when you stop chanting. You can extend it into motion. Walk with rhythmic breath. Step to the beat of Om. Cook or write with a soft inner hum of a bija mantra like Shreem or Hreem. Speak deliberately, each word as if it were a mantra. The Upanishads call this mantra sthiti, abiding in sound even amid silence or activity. When you reach this state, Ordinary tasks become sacred acts of attention. The inner alchemy of sound over time. Weeks of practice bring observable shifts. Breath becomes slower and deeper. Your speech softens and carries authority without force. The mind responds to stress with space instead of speed. These changes are measurable on a biological level. Improved heart rate variability or HRV, lower blood pressure, enhanced immune markers. But the real value is existential. You start to live as sound, fluid, harmonious, responsive. Now, how can chanting be a service, the sound for the world? Once your inner frequency stabilizes, your presence itself becomes healing. In Vedic culture, a person established in chant was called a mantra yukta purusha, one united with sound. Their speech was considered benedictive. Their very silence was uplifting. So the goal is not private peace alone, it is to become a living tuning fork for the world around you. When your voice vibrates in truth, others subconsciously retune. This is the social dimension of mantra, sound as seva. Now, we will be closing this with a guided mantric circle. Let's complete with a short integration ritual. Sit upright and smile gently. Keep your eyes to a soft close if you would like. Inhale slowly all the way up. Pause at the peak gently. And as you exhale, chant Om Durgayai Namaha. Om Durgayai Namaha. Om Durgayai Namaha. After the third round, rest in silence for about 10 seconds or more if you wish. Feel that you are no longer uttering the mantra. The mantra is uttering you. That is called living the mantra, where sound and self become one vibration. If this journey of last few episodes has deepened your connection with sacred sound, I invite you to step from listening to living experience. At the 3-day live Vedic chanting workshop online via Zoom on the Durga Suktam, happening Friday to Sunday, November 14th to 16th, 2025, each day 6 p.m. to 7:20 p.m. Indian Standard Time on Zoom. Together we will chant, decode, and experience the transformative fire of the Mother, not as myth, but as your own energy of fearless compassion. Until we meet again, may your voice speak truth, your breath carry light, and your silence sing peace. Jayama Durga. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.